Hello, everybody, and welcome. For those of you new around here, my name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Saturday, September 5th, 2015, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, as usual, I want to thank everybody for liking these videos, for subscribing to this channel, for sharing them, for all your wonderful comments and emails. I really appreciate all of your support. So this week we are working with the Cosmic Tarot by Norbert, Losche, with the companion book written by Jean Hewitt. And the three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Two of Cups, Death, and the Prince of Cups. So first off, let me say that we have three water cards today, so there's a good chance that emotions are going to be running high. Now the first card, I love that. I love the depiction of our first card, the Two of Cups. Now, is that a young Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall? It certainly looks like it. Now, at first glance, you might think that there's no mistaking the meaning of this image. It definitely portrays two people in love, or at least two people who are extremely attracted to each other. It is true that the Two of Cups can point to love and affection, a romance, a new relationship, or even a budding friendship. So if you're looking for romance, then this is the card for you. But this card isn't necessarily just about romance. It can represent partnerships of any kind. And if you're in the midst of negotiations with somebody, or you are thinking about entering into the negotiations, then the Two of Cups tells you that agreements will be reached and differences resolved. This might even pertain to a legal partnership if that pertains to you. Now the kicker comes with our second card, Death. Now, if you're familiar with tarot, you know that the Death card often signifies the end of something, a drastic change or the clearing away of the old to make way for the new. So does this mean that the relationship that we saw with the Two of Cups card is ending? Possibly, though I'd be more inclined to think so if the Two of Cups were ill-dignified, which it's not. And actually, Death is a water card, so we, in essence, have three water cards today, and the Death card pumps up the meaning of the Two of Cups. So what does this mean? Well, it might point to a major change in a relationship. If this is in regards to a business partnership or a union, it may suggest that one needs to change or evolve. Or if you've been sitting on the fence about forming a partnership, the Death card urges you to go for it. When Death appears, it's often to signify that change is needed, that the old way is no longer working, or it's time to take a new direction. Now, if we're talking about a romantic relationship here, Death can hint at a need to shake things up a bit. Or if you're on the lookout for new love, Death urges you to change your approach to something new, especially if the current way you're doing things isn't working for you. Now, the last card I draw today is a romantic and mysterious, and sometimes temperamental, Prince of Cups. Now, he's often associated with imagination, so if you find yourself in dealings or negotiations with others today, taking an imaginative approach and thinking outside the box may work well in your favor. Now, given that all three cards that are drawn today are cups, you may wish to appeal to the emotions when dealing with others today. That is to say, before you speak or act, think about the emotional impact of your actions and how they will affect the others involved. Appealing to the emotions might be able to help you today and bring others around in your favor to your way of seeing things. You know, not everybody likes to take a sterile, analytical approach to a situation. Now, in matters of love, the Prince of Cups may represent your Prince Charming, suggesting that if you do change tactics and put yourself out there, as suggested by the Death card, then you may attract the attention of someone, and who knows where that might lead. So, the message today for these three cards is: changing tactics or thinking outside the box might help you in negotiations today. Reaching agreements with others may not only require thinking outside the box, but also an appeal to the emotions. So today's advice card comes from the Chronicles of Destiny fortune cards, and the card drawn randomly from the deck is number 17, the Shore of Trials. Well, well, well. This isn't necessarily the best of cards to appear in our reading, as it represents challenging times, trials, and difficulties. But remember, the purpose of a card here is an advice card. So it asks us to prepare for situations today that might be stressful. And remember those negotiations that we mentioned earlier? If you are involved in any of them, you might find that at times the conversations will become heated, especially if the emotional Prince of Cups is involved. Remember, take into consideration the emotions of others today, and you should be able to calm down any ruffled feathers that you may encounter. Taking alternative courses of action rather than the same old methods also may yield pleasantly surprising results. And that's it for today. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you click the like button below. And also feel free to contact me at my website at tarot-dude.com. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.